How do you drink your coffee? Medium, dark, light, or decaf? However you drink your coffee, head over to grimandgardencoffee.com right now to get you a bag. Our prices have never been lower. The official coffee of the Third Wheel Podcast. Three, two, one. Third Wheel Podcast, guys. Welcome back. We got a great episode for you today because the movie that me and Shaps are on the edge of our seat for, the movie that we just can't get enough news about. They've been dropping breadcrumbs, but we demanded the entire pie. Shaps.
The Odyssey by Christopher Nolan.
No, that's a lemon bar, concrete at Andes. Exactly. Yeah, cough that crap back up.
Mm-hmm.
We want the Doomsday trailer, which we finally got. That definitely wasn't filler. That definitely wasn't more nothing. Okay, it was
We're starting on a high note.
It was very substantial. Okay, all right. But give me your first impressions of this trailer, the Doomsday trailer. What did you think? I know you watched it. Did you watch it more than once? Is my first question.
No, I don't think I'll watch it more than once. To be honest.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't want to take such a cynical view of it, but
Yeah.
I would have been just as content if I had not seen it and just waited until the movie to come out.
Yeah, I got friends that are waiting just for the movie to come out. That surprised me. I mean, what's the reasoning behind that? Why people are just like, how about we just don't watch it and wait for the film to come out? You know, what's the reasoning?
I don't know. Maybe because I already got my movie fix of the year, so Doomsday is more of a bonus rather than the event.
You got your movie fix and Dune 3 hasn't come out? Really?
How many times do I have to say that I don't watch the Dune movies?
Yeah, that's fair. But you haven't had your fill, my man.
I will say the trailer for 3 looks so good that I actually might watch 2, maybe.
Yeah, because I haven't watched 2 either. I really do not care, but I have people that want me to see 3 with them, so I have to watch 2.
It looks really good. I mean,
it does. I just, like I said before, it was pitched as Lord of the Rings in space, which is the worst pitch. You could tell me because they lied.
That's just A New Hope, but whatever.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Doomsday trailer. Sorry, guys. Okay.
All right, before we really get into this, I want an apology from you because...
What? What did I do wrong?
All right, you probably don't remember this, but I remember every time you shame me on this show, just so you know. And I love it. I love it when I get to bring up these tragedies, this trauma.
I'm scared now.
Who is playing Gambit?
Channing Tatum.
Oh, is that so interesting? Because I have a memory that when we were talking about Deadpool 3, and I was going on how much I loved Tatum in the Gambit role, and you were saying, no, that was a joke. How did you not know that was a joke? They're never going to do that again. That was a joke, Shaps.
I do remember.
That was never going to happen.
Yeah, but...
everyone. It was for the laughs because the accent was so bad. Yet he's in Doomsday.
Oh well.
Sounds like no one else but you thought that.
Well, all right, you got me there. However, okay, yeah. I don't think. Here's my opinion. I don't think they were gonna bring him back, and I thought this at the time. They weren't gonna bring him back because I thought it was a one-off for a joke. But when they started going the whole nostalgia route for Doomsday, when did we talk about that? Was it at least a year ago, or was it only a couple months ago?
Oh, dude, that felt like forever ago. But yeah,
if it was a couple months ago, then you got me. But I don't think they pushed Doomsday back a year at that time. Maybe they did. But
I don't even think Doomsday was in the. Well, I mean, we all knew it was coming, but like that was so long ago. Deadpool 3 is actually like what? 3 years ago now?
2024, I believe. I don't think they had announced the cast of Doomsday yet, but I think think everyone responded so well to bringing back the old Fox people that I think they just went ahead and said, we haven't even set up a real Gambit. The only Gambit we have is Channing Tatum Gambit.
I encourage you to go watch that episode again. You went on such a tangent. Like it was a good chunk of the episode. All I did was say I loved him as Gambit, and you had to destroy that for some reason. And now you rest silently.
You know what?
Oh, well, actually,
you're right. Sometimes I am a jerk. I give you that. I'll give you that much. All right, you got me there. But do you remember what episode that was? Because if it's that far back, I really got to search. And
yeah, no, because I don't keep track. But I do keep track of the trauma, like I said.
Do you know? Were we at the library or was that at my parents' shop?
Library. It was a long.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. God, I'd have to go back and really look. Yeah. Well, okay. At the time, I don't think they even announced the cast. So I think it was supposed to be one-off. But yeah, everyone loved like, oh, we got Wolverine back. Let's give him $1 billion to come back and do it in the.
But that wasn't the argument. The argument was I liked him as Gambit, and you said no, you're wrong because it was a terrible accent. It was meant to be a joke.
They did joke about that.
You're a joke, chaps. You're a joke.
They did joke about how bad his accent was.
Yeah, but the character wasn't. He was cool. I love Channing Tatum.
I'm finna make a name for myself.
I love that. And obviously,
that is a character.
Everyone else does.
That is a character who knows he's only got one movie in him.
It's gotta, yeah, that's exactly what you said last time.
All right.
Now it's gotta be the Cajun in me that's like loving the representation.
Whatever.
But
you eat Cajun once a year.
I could go the racism route too.
Oh,
but no. I feel oppressed.
You crawfish boiled drinking motherfucker.
It's just like, ew, your accent is just a joke, dude. No one understands.
You got a Jewish accent. Shut up. Hey, does that make you scared to go to New York? Did you hear what they're trying to do to the Israeli prime minister? Are you scared?
No.
Are you scared now to go? They're just gonna arrest you on site.
Is that so? Good thing I don't have a Jewish accent.
Yeah, for real. Tell me about Benjamin Netanyahu.
I like the drink.
I'm just here for Harry Potter.
I swear. Dude, one time me and my brother were pulled over, or my brother was driving, but we were pulled over at like midnight, and we just got back from a D&D game, and like, dude, we could not have looked more pathetic. Just like with all of our Dyson figurines in our hands, which is two fat nerds,
in
just
your
like,
hands?
officer.
Were you driving with them in your hands? You're like, let's keep playing the game.
I wasn't driving, but yeah, it was just like, officer. We're like this tiny little car. It was just like,
I think I got you.
I think he felt bad. He's like, you know what? You guys are clearly not a threat.
Yeah. He's like, I could smell it on you. You rolled a 20 tonight, boys. No, I got you beat there. I told you I was in a car wreck 8 years ago, and we were coming back from the Renaissance Festival. We had just gotten rained on. My sister was dressed as a bar wench, and I was dressed as a bard. So you imagine my big truck crashes, and the police show up, and I have to step out my bard outfit.
I remember that story.
Yeah, so you imagine he's like, come on with your hands up. And before my hands come up, you just see the pointy hat stick out of the window.
He's reaching.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's about to cast Ragnar the Red. Oh my God.
Mockery?
So I don't expect Doomsday to talk the whole time, but the Odyssey could take a big chunk of it. But I also want to talk about.
No, sure, yeah.
But that's not.
It deserves.
I
guess so. I'll just be honest. I don't have a whole lot to say about it, but we do probably.
Well, you know who does have a lot to say about it? R. Smith 1413, because me and him were at it all day today. My buddy Ronnie, he was on last year's episode in October. We did 2 episodes. We talked about Morbius and Sony's failing of superhero, but we talked for legit the whole day over text, and then he called me on my way from work so we could do more in-person stuff because we got tired of texting all these paragraphs at each other. He loved it. He said he picked apart little things. It was like, oh my gosh, it's finally tying in Battle World and all this other dumb stuff. And he's like, did you see Doom bots in the background? And I was like, you mean not Ultron bots? I've seen the bots before in these movies, but yeah, we talked for so long about it. He is so excited, and he's like,
good for him, I guess.
Yeah, I know. And he was like, well, all my friends are excited. And I was like, well, dude, all my friends are not excited, you know? And my main thing was about this trailer. The trailer doesn't really show anything. In my opinion, this is it was just cameo galore. it was really focused on like all the shots are the different universes mixing. So I saw Fantastic Four in Wakanda. I saw Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth are sitting there
Yeah.
like, hey buddy, it's not possible. It's like the end of
Yeah.
Black Adam. Whenever Superman shows up to talk to Black Adam, he's like, we should talk to don't cut the black. Like that, to me, that's all it was. We got a little bit of dialogue at the beginning with Doctor Doom. And okay, so the only thing it really confirmed for me was if you notice the guy talking, it's Doctor Doom, Robert Downey Jr., but he's using the Latvian accent. So what that tells me is that this isn't Tony Stark who went bad. This is full on Victor Von Doom, Latveria. So I think the biggest reason I'm not excited for this movie is that I think at worst, and I mean I truly mean this not as like the biggest dig. I just think at worst it's going to be like it's going to try and copy the Infinity War effect where it ends on a cliffhanger. Everybody crosses over. Doomsday whoops their butts like Thanos whooped everyone else's butts. And then it ends with, we got to figure out what happens in Secret Wars.
Yeah, because I have a buddy who is like,
what
he said? He's like, I think he was wondering like, oh, is this going to be like the last Avengers? I'm like, no, you're not read up. They're going to make another one.
Yeah.
It's going to, right. Like Doomsday's going to lose in this one.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the thing that would have made me care more, and again, I don't even think they should do this, but if we actually got to see his face finally, but they're probably, I get it, they're saving that till probably the tail end.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be it's either going to be like the very beginning or it's going to be at the very end, and that will be like oh my god, it is him.
Yeah. Well, so wait. So you're saying they're not going to show Robert Downey Jr.'s face till the end?
Maybe like the last third.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think there's going to be a reveal, and
I just don't think I think they're playing it close to their chest. I don't think they're going to show his face until deep in the movie.
Okay.
Now I do have a theory. I'm sure this isn't an original at all. I think it's more wishful thinking because they've kept his face hidden this long. Is if it's actually not going to be him.
Yeah,
I know it's really crazy, but like
it's just Terrence Howard from Iron Man 1.
No, it's Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. No, they wouldn't do that.
No, I mean like
it's gonna be full fan servicey.
No, I mean really think about it though. Like I get it, right? That's the obvious thing, and that's definitely what they're gonna do. But really think about it from like again, I emphasize wishful thinking.
Sure.
The fact they've kept his face hidden this long, we all knew it was him.
Yeah.
It's not like they're hiding the actor.
Right.
Literally, the first visual we got was him in the costume at that fan expo, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. Like, for them not to show his face at all in this trailer, just his eyes, I guess. Like, I don't know. It'd be kind of cool, not gonna lie. But again. I know.
You're talking about them taking a big risk. Like, we paid him all this money,
Correct.
and it's not even going to be his face.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm like, God, I think that's what I want, is them to take some risk. Because like you said, so fan servicey.
Yeah.
Nothing but cameos.
Right.
Bringing back actors. Like, and they know they got to do something. Like, they can't just feed us the same crap forever. It's gonna put butts in seats, for sure.
Yeah.
But longevity-wise, what's going to keep people coming back?
Right.
You can't just have an Avengers movie every year.
Yeah.
You have to obviously have these other smaller movies, but how are they going to get people coming back?
Right.
They have to make it something that people, like Infinity War, that people are going to talk about for years.
Yeah.
That is so hard to do in this climate, but it has to be. And I'm not saying it's going to be that, but it has to be something as big as that.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh, I can't spoil it, but what do you think about the thing they did in this movie? I don't know if they're going to do the run-of-the-mill just superhero flick. I really hope they don't.
Right.
But something like that would be like legitimately like shocking. I'm like, wow, like it might suck, but I'm just like, at least they did something.
Yeah, I mean, for the record, I don't want this to suck, and I don't want it to fail. I want it to be good, and I want it to succeed. Just want that on the record. This trailer didn't do much to convince me it's not going to be just a rehash of stuff we've already seen. Now, granted, there's been 18 years worth of Marvel films at this point, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to give us something new. So I acknowledge that. I'm not going to act like there's probably not a story they haven't already done. I'm sure there's plenty. Like there's plenty of comics to draw off of.
Yeah.
But I know they're gonna play it safe. They have to. They can't really afford to stretch their wings and take a big risk because they already did that with all these other projects in phase 4 and 5 that nobody liked or watched. So they don't have a lot of room here to be creative and do something different. So they kind of have to play it safe. So me knowing they're going to play it safe going in hasn't helped with the trailer that backs up the play it safe route of like, oh, look at Mystique and Yelena looking at each other and raising eyebrows, winking at each other. Look at Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen sitting in a retirement home looking out the window together. Now, my buddy R. Smith 1513 was like, them sitting together symbolize, you know that this movie is bringing all the canons together. That means that the real first MCU movie was X1. And I was like, so? Like, he's like,
that's not how that works, but sure.
Right. I was like, I get it. Yes, technically now you can watch the other films and be like, oh, well, now this eventually ties into Doomsday.
But they could do that with, that's so stupid. I'm sorry. They could do that with anything. Like, they could bring in...
I said that.
They could bring in, like, what's his name?
I could tie it into X3 if I wanted to.
Like they could bring in Superman. It's like, it's just like the Superman is like actually merged, and that film is the first one. Shut up.
It's all canon now.
I'm just like God, that's so dumb.
When I rewatch Christopher Reeve's Superman, I'm not thinking about how it's going to tie into the Flash. You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen the original Captain America? The original?
No.
Imagine that Captain America shows up. Oh, that was they planned this from the beginning. So stupid. I hate that.
I hope
it's such fanboy behavior.
I hope he's listening to this. I really do. Thank you. I wish you were on the call with me. I should have invited him on with us. Maybe I will next time.
Yeah, I'll put him in his place.
Yeah, that's right. But sit down. Sit down.
Look here, listen.
Yeah. Now, okay, I don't know. If you weren't already hyped for this movie, I like this trailer didn't like do much to give me hype. It was nice to finally see like what version of Doctor Doom are we getting? That's it, because the whole trailer they're sitting there and Thor's giving his speech and he's like, "Okay, remember Thanos? He was so weak compared to this villain. You have to you have to see this movie because this villain's stronger than Thanos."
How many epic times have we seen someone catch Thor's weapon? God, I'm tired of seeing that. Oh my God, he really means business.
Yeah. He's worthy.
The implications. Yeah. Okay, it was cool when Hell did it.
Yeah.
That's it, though.
Well, and they tied it into the story. They tied it into...
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, maybe there is something here. You're right, yeah. Dr. Doom caught it because he's worthy. Wow. I'm so hard. I'm so hard right now thinking about the implications. This trailer implied so many things. Wow. Dude, Gambit, it's that means X-Men Origins is canon now. That's technically the fifth movie
first
in the MCU.
Movie chronological order. Because those movies never retconned themselves.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. They did. Yeah. Whatever. Well, you know what? It's okay.
I just rewatched the intro to Wolverine Origins because that's the only good part of the film. I'm kind of on like a kick where I'm like, I want to rewatch
the first 10 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, what a cool idea! That was like, fast forward on.
Yeah. Why couldn't any of those scenes been the movie? Like World War II or One, whatever.
Well, just like Wolverine and Sabretooth as brothers. Yeah. No stupid like overarching story that ties in everything. Just them two slowly drifting apart throughout the movie. Like that would have been really cool.
Oh, it would have been so dope. Yeah. The glory days of the MCU are well behind us. That doesn't mean I'm not rooting for this to work out. I would love to get excited again, but I just don't. I don't know, dude. Like these guys went on they went from Infinity War to Endgame, and then they went on and made Electric State, and the same everything, same directors, same writers, and we got Electric State. Now, so my buddy Ronnie, again referencing him, he made a good point. He said they're like J.J. Abrams, where when it's a corporate, like, hey, here's the idea. Can you adapt this really bad idea we have and turn it into something good? They can do that. But then when they are like, okay, now here's my original idea. Will you fund it, Netflix? We get Electric State, and it's like garbage. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I still don't know who the Avengers are because the Falcon's in this.
There's so much that happened. Like,
yeah.
I don't think there were so many edits in this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think one shot lasted more than like 0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
So it was really hard. I didn't have a laptop in front of me at the time, so I couldn't just pause it. But it feels like you have to pause every cut to see what's actually happening. I was like, there are so many characters now.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe for a lot of people, Infinity War felt like that. I don't know. It didn't feel like that for me. For this time, it's like, God, there's so many characters. Maybe it's because there's so many I don't care about now.
Yeah.
So it's just like, God, who's who anymore?
Yeah. Well,
I like the Thunderbolts, but
yeah. No, I actually I want to watch Thunderbolts again, like really badly, to be honest with you. But Namor from Black Panther 2, Shuri still Black Panther. I didn't really ever have a problem with her as Black Panther. That was like peak woke Disney, like, oh, girls can be the main character now. Her movie was fine, to be honest with you. Like, they were in a bind. The guy literally died. I'll give them, like, they were in a bind. Recasting him would have pissed people off.
Right.
So, like, let's give Shuri her due. And I thought it was fine. They did okay. And then Namor, I thought was a real standout in that movie. Did you watch it or no? The second one?
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah. It's good. And Namor's really good in it. He's like the Aquaman, and I don't know if you know much about his character, but he's really good in the movie, and I actually I was rooting for him almost. So, anyway, yeah, Doomsday. We got to see Doom. Costume looks good. We got to hear Robert Downey Jr.'s Latvian accent. Brownie brought up a good point. He doesn't sound like he's phoning it in. So I was like, that's true. He doesn't sound like he's just getting his $50 million check or $100 million. Like, I forget how much. How much is he getting paid? He's getting paid like a fifth of the budget. Let me see.
That's always a good sign.
Yeah, Doom cut of the.
He could probably buy a nation like the real Doctor.
Yeah, he could buy Latveria. All right. His deal reportedly exceeding $100 million, but for both movies, so Secret Wars and Doomsday. That's insane, by the way.
God,
that's
dang.
Nuts. Yeah, $50 million per film. That's how they can't afford to do this again.
50 for an actor. Who hides his face for most of the movie.
I know. He probably got paid for Fantastic Four cameo he wasn't in.
Just the essence of his likeness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh,
I know,
dude!
it's
Some
insane.
movies, that's their entire budget.
It's insane. Yeah.
Like,
imagine we can make 50 obsessions with that and still have money left over.
Yeah, that's.
We'd have enough for like 2 more films.
I really hope it pays off for because Robert Downey, he could literally phone it in; it wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't. The fans would call him out on it, but you think he'd care on his way to the bank? You think he'd be like, "Oh my God, you're right. I'm so sorry." He'd be like, "Wah," as he's wiping his rear end with $100 bills. You know, he blows his nose into a 50.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. He could get back into drugs and get off drugs again. That's how much money he has. He could go back to. He can relapse, unrelapse, and then relapse again, and then also come out of that again, and still have a lot of money left over from Secret Wars. He wouldn't even dip into Doomsday, really. So yeah. Anyway, I'm with you. There's not much to talk about. There's so bare bones. I have friends more than just you who said, like, you know, I kind of wish I didn't watch it, or they said I'm not going to watch. I'm gonna wait till the movie comes out. I don't think your life would change one bit if you watched it.
It was honestly so uneventful that I already like. Funny enough, the only thing I remember is the ambit.
Yeah, because
like by heart, everything else is just kind of like
and
classic trailer shot.
Be honest, 50% of that was you just can't wait to yell at me for it.
No, I actually only thought that on my way home today. I saw the trailer in the morning, and then I was like, "Man, that's really cool. Gambit's back." And I was like, "I wonder why I'm so happy about this. Like, I'm happier than usual." And then, like, after my workout, I'm on my way home. I'm like, "Oh my God."
You know, you're not the only person. I this is hilarious. There's like 3 people in my life that I know who are literally driving and they go, "Wait a second. I'm mad at Caleb."
Hey,
Yeah.
kids!
Yeah.
I can't wait to tell them.
It's like SpongeBob when Sandy's walking. She's like, "I don't know why, but I feel like I'm gonna kick SpongeBob's butt tomorrow." Yeah.
It's today.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's just all right, the Odyssey. All right, Doomsday is gonna come out and it's gonna be a movie. And it might surprise me. It might not. And you know what? I might like Dune. I might watch Dune more than once. I don't know. We'll see. Dune. The biggest competition is Dune 3 coming out. That's gonna
On
be
the same freaking day.
same freaking day. I only just.
Oh,
found
did you
that
see
out.
that Infinity Vision crap?
No, it sounds like crap.
Well, it's like it's at the end of the trailer. It's like I think exclusively or see it in Infinity Vision, which is like their own weird IMAX thing to fight the Dune IMAX exclusivity. I think
Oh,
because you know how Dune, like they can only do like certain like only like one movie at a time for IMAX.
there's only like a finite number of IMAX screens on
Yeah, so
planet Earth.
Dune basically won the bid, I
course.
think.
Yeah.
And so they had to figure out their own thing, so they're
Yeah.
doing Infinity Vision. I don't know what that means, but
It sounds like something you'd want to look in the mirror and just decide to take your own life. That's what it sounds like. It's like, I had the idea for Infinity Vision and my life's going nowhere and I'm 37.
Jeremy Johns made a good joke. He's like, it'd be really funny if all the fans saw everything but Infinity Vision, so they just wasted a whole bunch of money on it.
Don't say that name to me, Jeremy Johns.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. We had that was our first Dark Age
Oh
of
my
this
God,
podcast.
I still get so many comments, dude. A guy commented yesterday and he said,
I can't wait to meet him so then we can finally shake hands and make up.
What if he knows who we are because of that? Because I tagged him in it, and like it still gets comments. You know, I wish he'd throw us a bone and comment back, "Shut up, nerds," and then we just get some views for once. But
he seems like a nice guy.
I do wish we saw the Odyssey on IMAX, but there's only 2 screens here in Texas. There's one.
I saw it on IMAX.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
I actually was gifted the ticket.
Did you go to Dallas?
And it was literally like it was after work, and my boss's boss was like, "Hey, want to come see it with me and my son? We have an extra ticket." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah. Yes, random dad and son. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's not fair. I'm jealous of that, dude. How was that? Screw what I thought of the movie. How was the IMAX experience?
He also got, I'm telling you, this guy like owns the theater. Not actually, but really. He got the perfect middle seat too.
Oh.
Like literally like stead middle, right where all the sound culminates.
I know when the Cyclops had that stick up his eye, bro. You heard it so well. I know,
dude.
I know you felt your butthole pucker.
That was like one of my favorite scenes in the movie. I was like, no, and the music was killer, and God, yeah, it was an amazing experience. Not gonna lie.
Okay, so let's just talk about the movie then, and then compare it to IMAX. All right, so the Odyssey. Did you read it in high school?
Yeah, I not in high school, but I grew up on Greek mythology, so I was like,
yeah,
heck yeah, finally we do. I want them to do all of them again. Like I know in the early '70s, we got a bunch of them, like Clash of the Titans and Jason the Argonauts. I don't know if the Odyssey's ever been. I'm sure there's like a low budget one out there.
Oh, there's a ton.
I can't think of it like a big budget one. Of the adaptation, so I was really excited for this one.
Yeah.
I love Christopher Nolan, even his bad movies.
Yeah.
I like how he has. Again, I'm such a sucker for like interesting visuals. That's why 300 is so cool because like it's way more mythological.
Well, that's Zack Snyder.
Exactly. So I actually like his movies for the same reason.
Yeah.
Where it's like just more fantastical rather than just dead realism, which I think is just really boring, especially when you're talking. It's either you do 100% realism or you have to do 100% mythological.
Mm-hmm.
I can enjoy either or. Like Troy is a good example of being like realistic,
right?
Even though it's a myth. So yeah, I was super stoked. I was a little worried with all like the rewrites and like the development hell it went through, the Odyssey. I mean, so in of that, I think it's pretty impressive that most people I think have a positive reception to it.
Yeah. So the thing with Christopher Nolan, I don't like him that much. I like some of his earlier films. I really like The Prestige.
Sure.
But I think at some point, Interstellar, I think at some point when Interstellar came out, I started seeing that he liked to smell his own farts. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Christopher Nolan fan. Like, he really just loves how smart he is. You can tell with every page of script he writes. He's like, "Oh, this is gonna incept my rear end," you know.
I definitely don't like his fans. Like I don't get along with his fans
Well,
like the way I
that's
haven't
any
seen
fan base.
Interstellar, but like oh my god, people won't shut up. If they figure out I haven't seen it, it's like Lord of the Rings. Like I have to see it.
Well,
Uh,
I don't think I like
so it's
any
kept me
fan
away.
base, to be honest with you. I don't like Rick and Morty fan base. I don't like the Star Wars
Oh
fan
yeah,
base.
true.
I don't like the Star Trek. Like, I don't get along with any fan base, like except
Yeah,
ours. Any fans of ours, I love you guys. But fan
right.
bases for other properties, yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Mm.
I didn't mean to quote Tony Stark there, but no, actually, he said not a great plan. Whoops, kind of stupid. Cut.
Oh dang,
Speak.
dude, you call yourself a fan?
Yeah, God, and no wonder Doomsday is not for me, the straight white man. Let me pause it. We got to go to commercial, and I need to grab a drink. I'll be right back. Okay, all right, 3, 2, 1. All right. Anyway, Christopher Nolan. Oh yeah, sorry. So fan bases that we don't always mesh well, but I was excited for his adaptation of the Odyssey. As soon as it was announced that he was doing the Odyssey, I had already kind of been sold on it because
Well, oh,
oh,
so you
no.
keep going.
Oh, I was just gonna say like he's good at spectacle and he's very ambitious. Like my problem with this movie is I think he's too ambitious and he bites off more than he can chew. But I thought that skill set was going to work really well with the Odyssey. Somebody else also pointed out he's really good at bouncing around with different stories.
Yeah.
This adaptation of the Odyssey covers the Iliad as well, if you didn't notice. So the Iliad is Troy with the Trojan horse, and then the Odyssey is literally his trek home, and that's all it
Mhm.
is. But in this one, he loves to bounce back and forth. So we cut to Troy, we cut to modern day Odysseus. And it was flawless. I mean, honestly, like I didn't think it was paced bad or boring. He likes to be more grounded. So like,
Mhm.
just look at his Batman films. Like they're all grounded. Like the Scarecrow does an actual fear toxin, but it's not like super cartoony unrealistic. It's just like you hallucinate. His Joker, Joker's Joker. I think he's still in general pretty
Yeah.
grounded. And then Bane, like Bane doesn't have comical juice running through his veins. He's like just a buff guy.
He
So
just put in the hard work, you know.
yeah, he got the gains.
Well, let me ask you before we get into
Sure.
this part, one more thing with Christopher Nolan. I really feel like, how did you feel about Oppenheimer? Did you see
I
Oppenheimer?
didn't watch Oppenheimer. Um,
Okay,
I'm sure I'd like it though.
I really wish you would have,
Yeah.
because I don't think he's done a film since then.
Nope.
That was the film that, like, yeah, obviously I love The Dark Knight, and I do love The Prestige. I wasn't a huge fan, well, not a huge fan. I wasn't a big fan of Christopher Nolan until Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
because A, that was back in the let's make movie theaters cool again era,
Mm-hmm.
which he's a big supporter of going to actual movie theaters,
It
which
was
I always
short lived.
appreciate. And it, along with that and Top Gun Maverick, like
Mm.
Oppenheimer just raised the bar so high
Yeah.
with what can be done in movies.
Mm.
And like the budget was inflated, obviously, but it actually paid off.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if I have a crap ton of money and like something to adapt, I'm giving it to him.
Yeah. No, I agree.
uh,
Yeah, I agree with that.
so
I
yeah,
knew.
that's what I was like. That's why another reason I was excited, because like I loved Oppenheimer so much. I'm like, either he goes bigger or equal. He can't really go back to
Yeah.
like Tenet days.
Right. Tenet wasn't that long ago though, was it?
No, longer than you think, probably before COVID, I think.
No way. Before COVID. Wow.
I think so,
That is
because
longer than I think.
when did
Honestly,
Tenet come out?
I almost don't believe you. Let me look it up. Tenet
Tenet,
movie. Oh, 2024. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. I was like, wait, no way.
2020.
Oh, it came out 2024. Sorry. 2020. Yeah, that's decently long ago. I forget COVID's like 6 years ago already.
Yeah.
So I've seen a couple adaptations of the Odyssey. Not gonna
Mm.
lie, I haven't seen Troy. I feel like I should. I feel like it's actually because a lot of
Oh
people
yeah, dude.
started. A lot of people started pulling up Troy. Um,
I'm gonna watch
during
that
this.
tonight.
Yeah, really? Okay, good. So I knew before this movie even came out that this adaptation of the Odyssey, I've seen a couple. I knew this was going to be the definitive. This is the Odyssey, even though they changed a couple things, like they changed the ending. If I'm correct, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. But at the end, Odysseus doesn't go into exile. He just takes back his house, and he's
that's how I remember it as
right.
well.
Yeah, so maybe I'm wrong, but
the only other thing I remember them changing was the Cyclops, which I was a little disappointed with on how he bested the Cyclops, but it is what it is.
What do you remember what they changed? Because
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty accurate.
Gosh, it was really but I just loved how smart the story was. Where the Cyclops, they reference that he can talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the original story, I hope it was the original story, huh?
He talks, right? Like he talks.
Yeah. Basically,
he taunts them.
Odysseus stabs him in the eye. I think by this point, Odysseus is like the last one to leave.
Yeah.
But the rock is closed.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, the Cyclops won't let me leave, but he knows that the Cyclops has brothers. So he stabs him in the eye, and then the Cyclops is like, "Who stabbed me in the eye?" And then Odysseus replies with, "No one, nobody." So when his brothers come and they're like, "Who stabbed you in the eye?" The Cyclops screams out, "Nobody did this to me."
Mm.
And the Cyclops are like, "Well, then why'd you call us?" So they're not hunting for him. So I knew it was going to be that verbatim. I was like kind of hoping for something kind of like that, but they just ran off. It was just cool.
I forgot about that.
I think the arrow shot to his eye was, I like that.
Yeah. There was that, and then the part I remember, and you're right, I forgot about that because I read it in high school a long time ago. But you're right. But the part I remember was them hiding in the sheep. And that's the part I remember. And so I think in the previous adaptations, the Cyclops is the longest part of the movie. Because it is, I mean, in the book, it's a pretty substantial part of it.
Where the budget goes to.
Right. Did you know that Cyclops, I didn't realize this, but that Cyclops was practical. Did you see it?
Yeah, most of the movie was.
Yeah, but that blew my freaking mind because it did look like a real person, just like a guy.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they did like a guy with makeup, but then they just kind of zoomed in on him or under him to make him look tall or whatever. But no, it's just
a big old puppet.
A big old puppet, big old Muppet. And I was like, this isn't your dad's Kermit the Frog.
Also, just the chilling, how quiet he was.
Yeah.
I think that's also was really cool. Is that it's almost like Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Like they look expressive, but they don't really make a whole lot of noise. They just do their thing.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. I was a little scared to see how the Cyclops was going to eat people because like people getting eaten makes me uncomfortable. But it wasn't that bad. Yeah, but it wasn't that bad. It was just like eating. He was like eating carrots. I was like, oh, I could live with that. Dude, you know what really freaked me out was the witch, the Circe the witch, when she was turning them to pigs. As soon as that movie comes to Blu-ray, there's gonna be so many memes about like how she's feeding them. She's like talking all dirty to them. She's like, you can never eat too much, and they're like, blah, 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 blah. There's gonna be so many memes about that.
Well, my mind didn't go that way, Caleb.
Well, then what? Somebody's a clean boy over there. Yeah. I'm proud of you, man. You got a clean brain. Bro.
I was retaining the whole time.
Yeah. Well, that was freaky, especially when she starts grabbing their faces and like morphing them into pigs. I was like, dude, this is freaky. And I forgot that Odysseus turns them back to normal because I knew they all died. I remember that from the book. It's just Odysseus who lives. I forgot how they all died though, so I thought like, oh yeah, this is how they all die. But then now he got them to change back. I was like, okay, I think I remember this. What I loved about the Odyssey for me, I think, and it's interesting because there's another movie that got a lot of flack for this, but this one it was fine because it wasn't Jesus God. But in this one, the gods are very downplayed. Like the only magic we get is the Cyclops and the witch. That's it.
I mean, technically Athena's in like the entire movie, but
so that's the thing. We left the theater, and the conclusion that me, my wife, and my buddy Matt came to was that it wasn't actually Athena. It was just a manifestation of his guilt,
his torment.
Right.
Yeah.
But when I looked it up on Wikipedia, because I like to read a Wikipedia summary, and that gives me like, okay, here's something I missed. But the Wikipedia summary implied that Athena assumed the form of the priestess, which was Zendaya, and was torturing him and making him guilting him.
Yeah, that's how I interpreted it.
Yeah,
because
there's different.
Oh, I'm interested that you came up with that. I think it ties back to their whole like gods can you never know if a god's going to be in disguise kind of thing. But
Right.
I also kind of rolled my eyes a little bit because if you remember Dune Part One, Zendaya was literally just the same exact role.
Yeah. She's
Like a
really
premonition, just kind of a
yeah.
vision.
She's really good at just standing there and looking at
And
you.
crying.
Yeah. The sun behind you.
I still think it's kind of a silly choice,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I really love, dude. That the last third of the movie is chilling. I
Yeah.
loved every bit of it. As
Dude.
soon
Yeah.
as he starts talking to his wife
Mm-hmm.
and he gives the backstory of Troy,
Yeah.
like every moment of that, I'm just like, I actually like that more than the final climax. I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, I could just listen to him talk about Troy forever.
Well, you know what? It was hitting me because I was like, I started to be able to tell that they were going to change the ending. Was when he sits down and the screen's in front of his wife. I thought we were building up to him like leaving,
Yeah.
or yeah, or like I thought he was going to die. I was about to punch somebody. I was like,
Yeah.
they better not make me sit here for 2.5 hours and then they just kill him off.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, when he was like sitting there dying, she's like, "Don't die," and then he like takes him a minute. He's like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna die. We're just gonna go on a boat." It reminded me of Kung Fu Panda. He's like, "Master Shifu, don't die." He's like, "I'm not dying, you idiot. I just said I'm at peace." It's like that's what made me think of. But yeah. So the ending's different. Like I said, I don't think he goes to exile in the book, but you know, I was okay with that. Like he passes it on to his son Tom Holland, who can't fight anybody or rule. You know, he's like 17. He's like, "You're the man of the house now." That, you know, that's fine. That's all fine and dandy. I didn't hate that ending. And then he goes west to pay his dues,
Which I love because
yeah,
that I love how much emphasis was put on Odysseus is like his character development is
yeah,
so late in his
yeah,
life. It's so hard to pull that off.
mm-hmm,
Because you think of Odysseus, oh, he was the brains behind the Trojan horse. He was the
yeah,
smart guy. He was the one everyone wanted to be. Yet he had so much room to grow in this film.
mm-hmm.
I think Matt Damon did an okay job of portraying that. I think he could have been a little bit more emotional,
Oh
but
man,
I think towards the end when he gets all his memories back, I was
yeah.
sold. Like,
Well,
dude, guy is like
I don't think I saw
he went
Matt
through an
Damon.
arc.
Yeah, I don't think I saw Matt Damon in this. I think he finally like was for me. I think he was finally able to get into a role where I wasn't. He looking at Matt Damon. You know, I love the guy, like, but every time I see him, I just see Jason Bourne, and I just see that
Sure.
face. It's just he's Jason Bourne. In this, I didn't get that. Maybe it's because he's old, so it was like a good time to do it for him. But I was sitting here like, I don't. He's not taking me out of it. Looking at him, like I don't see the chubby cheeks. When they love to do the angle where Matt Damon's looking down at the camera and his jowls start drooping because of gravity. But when that happened in this movie, I wasn't like, oh my god, Matt Damon's jowls again. No, I was like, oh, this is Odysseus, and he looks actually upset.
Now hear me out.
Okay.
We replaced him with Mark Wahlberg.
Actually, I've seen the memes. Mark, I cannot stand Mark Wahlberg. He would have been so bad in this. Maybe that's not a good idea.
But there's an ad of him asking you to pray with him. He's such a good person.
Yeah, I'm sure he is a good person, but I don't think he's a great actor. Matt Damon, though, like I have a new respect for him because of this movie. Like he did not take me out of it. I was sold. Let's see. Oh, but back to what I was saying. So they downplayed the God aspect of it. It's there. Like Calypso's there. She's half goddess, half human, and she says
Poseidon definitely kills his crew.
Hey, hold on a second now. Okay. The whirlpool can be explained by natural phenomenon. I can't explain that sea monster though. That was
yeah, try explaining the Cyclops, the Sirens, Hydra thing.
No. Like I said, there's magic, but it's so downplayed.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, and I love that because it's almost like an agnostic atheist mentality of approaching the Greek gods. Because in the actual Greek mythology, the gods cannot stay out of human affairs. They absolutely cannot help themselves. Zeus goes down and impregnates everybody in the stories at least once. And then
without help.
Yeah, he doesn't need help. He's Zeus, bro. In this, like they're like, you know, oh, this is Zeus's law, and I expected Zeus to make a cameo in this. He doesn't, dude. He didn't give a crap about his law. And then it's debatable. It's debatable whether he saw Athena or not. He probably did. I'd like to think he did. I wanted to see some gods. And then we don't. They talk about Zeus and Poseidon, but they don't show them. But we
I like
see.
the King of Sparta. That was a cool design.
Oh yeah, dude.
Just his shoulders. I'm just like,
Why?
this is such a wide, intimidating person.
Well, why do you think they don't show his face? Because they were very purposeful to hide it.
They showed it for like a split second,
When he
right?
gets
When
killed
he
in
dies,
the
I
tub.
think.
Yeah, but
But
barely.
I actually don't know.
Yeah. There's something
It
symbolic about it.
could. I mean, it probably is something along the lines of like he represents like war, or he represents
Yeah.
like torment or something. Because like,
Right.
I mean, if you remember the beginning, like he says, Odysseus is like, "Oh, they're gonna kill our kid," unless
Unless I go to
we
war.
go to war. Unless we go to
Yeah.
war, he killed his own kid, so it could be like
Yeah.
life or something, or I don't know. But God, it's just such a cool design. I love the Army of the Dead. Like that was just like really well
Dude,
done.
that was
Because I
good.
thought, oh, they're gonna do like you were saying, like, oh, we're gonna go to the underworld. No, it was just more like the dead came to them, which is really an interesting idea.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, are we in Hades or not?
Right. Yeah.
And then they start charging at them. I was like, oh, it's terrifying.
Yeah. It was. I had to go pee whenever they started charging at him.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I saw it but I knew this. Like, okay, this is the transition. They're running back to the ship. I got time before the next island.
I don't think I actually did not have to break this entire movie.
I made
I
the
double
mistake.
peed before the movie started.
Dude, I had to pee like 6 times throughout the movie. I was so sad.
Unfortunately, the only time I would do it is probably when he like the scene towards the end where he's like saying goodbye to Calypso, basically.
Yeah. Well,
which she had an interesting role in this film. You don't really know if what she's doing is malicious or not. Like maybe it started that way, then became something else.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember what she is. I don't think she's human.
She's half, I think. Let me look. Calypso. That I think I looked it up. Let's see. A divine nymph on the island of Ogygia, who holds the Greek hero Odysseus captive for 7 years.
Yep.
So in the book, every time Odysseus
he escapes her or something.
No. In the book, he stops every island and bangs a goddess, pretty much. Like he does not. In this one, again, this is them downplaying the magic aspect of it. In this one, in this adaptation, she's drugging him, so he never remembers because she's giving him drugs, essentially, with the White Lotus, whatever. I don't think the White Lotus actually does that to you. I don't know. But essentially, she's drugging him for 7 years, and she missed a dose, and he started remembering stuff. And she was hoping that once he fully remembered, he would choose to stay with her because he's on paradise. And she's like, I'll give you immortality. I can help you tap into the stuff I have, but you have to stay. She loves him. In the book, he's like banging her for 7 years, and then he just is like, you know what? I've had enough. I got to get back to my wife. And she's like, no, Odysseus, stay. And he's like, no. This was fun and all, but I want to go back to my original pool.
I'm not ready for a commitment
Yeah,
yet.
for real. Yeah,
7 years later.
Yeah, got to get back to my wife now, though. So see you later. He does that like 3 or 4 times in the original story. I remember that.
Yeah.
It's just like he's like, well, I'm here. How often can you bang a goddess? Like Penelope's hot and all, but and just like the movie, she is faithfully loyal to him in the book, and he's just out every which way, every which
man's
goddess.
world.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nuts. I remember reading that part in high school, and I got in a debate with my English teacher because she was like, "Well, he was forced," and I was like, "The book says they took delight in love. What do you think that means?"
Dang, that's like comparing Bible translations.
I know. Yeah. So yeah, there was a little bit of hostage in there, and that's what my teacher said when she was like, yeah, but he was like forced. I was like, he sounds like he's into it. I think these faces he's making that the writers.
He used her Jezebel spirit to force him into servitude.
Do you think he's suffering? Like, you think this mythical character is really sad that him and Calypso are banging?
Please stop.
In fact, in the book, if I remember correctly, like he's banging her through force, right? But then she says, okay, you can go. If you really want to be with your wife, Penelope, you're free to leave. He bangs her one more time, and then he leaves.
He's banging her through force.
Yeah. He's like, I choose my wife. And you're like, okay, cool. He broke free of the curse. She let him go. But it says they had
one more.
Literally, it says the night before, one more time, they took delight in love. And I was like, wow.
Oh, it's so romantic.
Yeah.
Kind of.
God, I
Not
tell
really.
you what, it makes you just want to go hug and kiss my wife. Anyway, sorry, it was a weird tangent, but I had to bring it up. But in this one, that's downplayed. He's not a horn dog. He's not out to bang every person that's not his wife. He's actually faithfully loyal to her, but Calypso drugged him. Another thing I liked was when they passed the Siren song. I was curious because it's Christopher Nolan. I was like, okay, so whatever. This is the adaptation. So whatever, if they do another one in 10 years, it's going to be inferior to this one unless another Christopher Nolan comes along, but I doubt it. I was like, but this is the Odyssey, the definitive Odyssey. What's the Siren song going to be? Right? Because I was like, that whatever this is what it is. Like, this is what I'll always picture when the Siren song comes on, is whatever I hear right now. And he was smart because he knew I was thinking that. And he said, how about this? We hear it from the perspective of the crewmen who have wax in their ears.
Mm-hmm.
And he went ahead and decided that we were going to hear nothing. So they tie Matt Damon to the bow of the ship, which is in the book, because he wanted to hear it. He's a horn dog. He doesn't want to pass by these sirens who the mere song drives men so horny that they will literally kill themselves trying to get to these women.
Dang, you must have had a different theater experience. We heard something completely different. Maybe it's an IMAX thing.
No, you did not.
Yeah, no, it might actually just be an IMAX thing.
You hear the song?
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, you're lying.
Yeah, I'm dead serious, dude.
I gotta go watch it again.
Yeah, it was the Batman theme.
I hate you. That was a good one. You had me on the edge of my seat.
Christopher Nolan, you owe me for that
one. You weren't even talking about the Danny Elfman version.
No, the actual Dark Knight one.
Dun dun
dun dun dun.
Because he's the hero Gotham needs, but one it can't have right now. Like, you just hear that speech.
He's too busy.
Rachel. Yeah. So that was pretty good. You got me. So yeah. So Christopher Nolan knew that people would think that, so and I don't know if that's why he did it or not, but
I was expecting that, to be honest. I wasn't too. I mean, like, it's good. I just wasn't expecting anything else but that.
That's fair. I thought either he pays $1 million for some composer to write the greatest song I ever heard, or he goes the cheap route because he already spent all the money on Troy, and he chooses nothing. Which was, that was pretty smart, all things considered. So now it's up to the imagination. I will not lie, because I knew that the sirens are seductive. I checked Matt Boner. Sorry, did I say Matt Boner? No, I'm sorry. I checked Matt Damon for a boner, is what I was saying. No, I looked between the legs.
I mean, like, during that scene, definitely.
Yeah, because, is the song turning him on? But he's crying, so I was like, is he sad at how aroused he... You know what I mean?
The one thing I wish he didn't explain what he heard.
Yeah.
I wish he would have kept silent about it. I don't know. But
no, I think it was better because he was so contradictory. He's like, I heard greatness and sadness, failure and success. And I was like, okay, so literally you heard everything in one song. You know what I mean? So I thought that was fine, because he literally everything he listed was contradicting itself. He's like, I heard left and I heard right, I heard color and I saw sound. Just like stuff that made no sense. Where it's like, okay, you have to make up something in your head. I think my head's always going to go to the God of War, what you hear in the desert whenever in the first one, and you got to go kill the 3 sirens. I think their song to me is the definitive siren song. That's kind of
I just realized that both the Spartans and the Trojans, they wore helmets that you couldn't see through.
Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting.
Well,
I wonder, but some characters you can, like, clearly, like like his men, and that, they wear helmets too, but you can see through them, and everything. But like, I wonder why that is. Like, that felt pretty deliberate now.
Right, and I think that also kind of ties into the Archimedes character, the big guy, the king of Sparta. Like, I think that tied into it. Like, there's a reason he kept him under wraps, for one thing, because you got Elliot Page's character, who, like, you see, he's not wearing a helmet, and then Um, there's like you said, especially in Hades, everyone keeps their mask on, and there's something symbolic going on.
Yeah.
Where they're just eyeballs peeking through
If I
shadows.
had to really stretch,
Yeah,
I'd say it was Odysseus blocking out his guilt
right.
of the people that he wronged,
Yeah. Well,
Maybe, but
in my head, and I could be wrong too. Like that sounds reasonable. But I was thinking in my head, their faces blurred together over time. There was no way he could remember everyone's face. And since they were dead, because they're actively being forgotten, and there's a big thing about, our sins will be forgotten. But like
Sure.
his old men, like he's forgetting what they look like. So they're always wearing a mask. They've been dead for like 10 years at this point. To him, they're just shadows. And literally in Hades, if you're talking to a shadow. You're not talking to a real person or even their
Yeah.
spirit. You're talking to a shadow of them.
They're
So
literally called shades, which I thought
thank
was
you.
like, I'm
Thank
glad
you.
he
Shade.
called them shades because
Yes.
I'm like, that's what they actually are.
You're right. Thank you. Shade. I said shadow. Shade. He's talking to a shade of them. So they got their mask on because he's forgetting what they look like, except Elliot Page's character because that one was burned into his brain. So I think Elliot Page is the only one who doesn't take his mask or does take his mask off. Everyone else keeps it on because he didn't know all their names. He didn't remember all of them, but he knows like he had this many men around him. But as time has gone on, their shade has gotten blurrier. Is what
That's
I was
the
kind of
thing. When
picturing.
he's reminiscing about Troy in the end,
Mm-hmm.
I hear a lot of people complain about the jumping around. I think that's the biggest payoff.
Yeah.
Because the story truly is him.
Yeah.
First of all, building, his fragmented memories. He's
Mhm.
restoring his fragmented memories. It makes sense why he's narrating stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking through it
Yeah.
as Calypso's making him do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, not making him do it because he did delighted in it.
Yeah. Very much.
And then by
delight.
the end, it's like, oh crap, like I realize who I was, and he's
Yeah.
very adamant about I'm no longer Odysseus.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't get up and say I'm Odysseus, king of this land.
Right.
Get out of my house. He doesn't say that.
Yeah.
Now, he whips their butts,
Mm-hmm.
but he remains a beggar. He remains a begger. He
Mhm.
remains a new man, or perhaps even a shade of what Odysseus was. Like,
Yeah.
no, dude, I'm getting chills. I love that movie.
Yeah, dude. I would watch it again.
So
I don't
long,
know if
though.
I can, dude. Well, it's not even how long it was. It was expensive. For
Oh.
for 3 tickets, it was me, Maddie, and Matt, and it was $45 for 3 tickets, and that was the matinee. The matinee was $45 for all 3 of us. I had to
Okay.
cash out all the gift cards we had for AMC to get it paid off, and I had to dig a little bit into my pocket for that third ticket, like $2, because Matt reimbursed me, but yeah. I was like, dude, it was so expensive. I cannot imagine IMAX being less than $20 a ticket.
So that's the thing. Like, I'm so lucky to have gotten the experience I did.
Yeah.
In fact, I feel like I was walking into a ball, but I'm like a beggar
Mhm.
because I walked up to get my ticket. The guy who gave me the ticket, he sent me a QR code. I had to tell her scan it, and she looked at me with like a smirk. I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
And she said, let me scan that again. I was like, uh-huh. And I showed her. It wasn't like a screenshot. It was the actual QR code you get for clicking on the link. And she's like, did you get this through like movie rewards or something?
Mhm.
I was like, well, yeah, like a friend had one. He sent it to me. She's like, let me see the text. So I actually show her the text
Oh my God.
with the QR. Then she clicked on it herself to make sure that wasn't fake.
Yeah.
Then scanned it, and it worked. I was like, what?
That's so weird.
And she's like, huh, that was weird. I was like, yeah, it was. You made it weird. I think because she just genuinely thought I was lying or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was very confused because like it obviously worked the first time. She was just like inquiring, but I'm like, oh wow, this must be a really expensive ticket.
Yeah, I kind of want to know what her story is because she sounds like a really interesting character. Like she's seen the worst of the worst at these theaters. You know what I mean?
She's been wronged before.
Yeah. Like I know you're dunking on her because you had a really bad experience, but that tells me she's been through the ringer at this theater, and she's like, I
guess.
I smell something dirty up in here. So,
well, I was up front. Like I wasn't trying to be sneaky. Like I was up front. Like, hey, I received this ticket from a friend, got the text. Here's the
That might have been
QR code.
what raised her red flags. Okay, I know how this looks, but I got a friend who gave me this.
That's the
But
first thing I said. I was like,
yeah, dude, you
because I was like,
you're the one who raised the red flag. You may as well have
oh,
like
shut up. That's not a red flag. I literally said, hey, a friend got this ticket for me. Here's the text and the QR code.
you said that
I showed
before
her
giving it.
everything.
You said all
Because I
that.
was so I showed her everything at first because I felt like I wasn't that something wrong was going to happen because I'm like I don't know, no one's ever given
You're
me
the
a
one that
ticket for like,
sabotaged it. That's what we call
shut up.
a
Are you
self
seriously turning this on me like, oh, it's really your
it's
fault?
a self
Stick up for the cashier. You know what? Fine.
That's
Fine.
what we
Maybe you should go
call
back and apologize to the Pizza Hut employee then while you're at it. He's been through the ringer, Caleb.
F that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the
I didn't
ringer.
say she was
No, no, no,
bad.
no, no,
I
no.
didn't say she was bad
Hey,
at her job. I just said it was a weird experience.
I want you to get this. I'm the ringer that pizza guy went through. Okay, if he's jaded because of me. I am the one who knocks.
Wow, what an honor.
Yeah. He should have been thanking me. So wow, I walked out of this with a different perception on life. Okay. Canceling your order 5 hours ago was the best thing that could happen to me. I quit my job then and there. Okay. I bet you he still
Wow,
works
dude.
at that Pizza Hut too. I bet you he's still sitting right
I know.
there.
I think he has a wife and kids now. And he's like happy.
Yeah. I bet he retires next week. Like he's been there for 19 years, and that a year from that experience with me was like shaped as the rest of his life.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's really happy.
Dang, dude.
Last thing I'll say about the movie was Robert Pattinson was also.
I was about to
fantastic.
say I hope we talk about him because
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
Well, we can put a few minutes on
he's
it.
he's one of my favorite actors right now. He can.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't think he's had a
surprised.
miss in so long.
Yeah, or if ever. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, I didn't watch Twilight, and I never will, God willing. But
Well, it's kind of like Keanu Reeves. Like, put a
right.
staple past
Yeah.
this movie.
Yeah.
It's like a new career.
Mm-hmm.
Keanu Reeves, after John Wick, had a completely different career than pre-John Wick. Everyone made fun of him, right?
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson, the exact same thing. But God, first of all, that man doesn't age. Second of
For
all,
real. He's an actual Twilight
he can be
vampire.
a lead. He can be a support.
A
He
villain?
can be a superhero. He can be a villain. Like,
Yeah.
what can't he do? Why isn't he? Now I'm glad he's not. But why isn't he Pedro Pascal? You know, like
Right. Or why isn't he the Joker? Like, how great would
Yeah.
that be? He's like fighting himself. You know, that'd be
Wow.
that'd be a dope. The Batman 3.
dude, duality. It's like pretty deep.
Yeah. So, the range on him is nuts because,
Mm-hmm.
like, when you see him as a villain, because this is my second Robert Pattinson villain movie.
Yeah.
When you see him as a bad guy, he's got that face that you just want to punch. Like, he's good at it.
Yeah.
Like, I loved in this movie when he was like, anytime, like, the guy's dropping the weapons through the ceiling, he's like, get the shield. And then, like, he
Oh
watches
yeah, the
someone drop-
whole movie he's
Yeah.
acting like top dog, like he's gonna
Yeah,
crush this
yeah.
little Tom Holland boy.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the fight starts, he's the first one running for the door.
Yeah.
He's the first one yelling for everyone to do everything for him.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that is exactly what they said was gonna happen.
Right.
And I love that they delivered on it. Like
Mhm.
so good.
Did you
And a
watch?
part of me was like, how are they gonna pull this off? Because there are a
Yeah.
lot of dudes.
Yeah. Well, what I loved, I don't think the book acknowledges this or not. I think in the book he kills all the suitors, but I loved like mid-fight, like once they realize there's only 10 of
Half
us
of them
left,
just start like
kneeling. They just start kneeling. I was like, oh dang, and I was like, is he gonna kill him anyway or what? And then as the more kneeled, he just stopped.
Oh
and I
yeah.
was like,
I cannot wait for a director's cut. You know that's gonna
oh,
there's gonna be
absolutely.
one.
There was one plot line I thought wasn't resolved, and I was like, I bet you that's in the director's cut. Oh, Mia
Servant
Goth.
girl.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, how'd you read my mind? That's freaky.
Because I was thinking the exact same thing the whole time. Because
Yeah.
they set up like
Her
her
death, yeah.
demise or whatever,
Yeah.
and then like doesn't happen.
Right. I love Mia Goth, by the way. You talk about range. That girl's a
Oh, yeah.
freak. Have you seen Frankenstein, the newest one?
No.
I'm convinced she wanted to bang Frankenstein, and I'm also convinced that wasn't in the original script. I think she added that herself.
She has the crazy eye. I like it.
I love it. You need to watch her trilogy of films. She's in X, she's in Pearl, and Maxine. Maxine with 3 X's. She's so good in those. She's the best part of all those movies. Pearl, especially the second movie, being my favorite out of the 3. And she's phenomenal. I'll watch those with you, dude. She is
Okay.
awesome. And then she's in Frankenstein. She's so like, it's weird, okay, because she's not in the star of this, but when she's in it, like she I won't say steals the show, but she still stands
Mm,
out. You still know
yeah.
you're looking at Mia Goth. But in her movies, she steals, and it tracks for her character in that trilogy. She steals the show. Like she hogs the
Mm,
limelight. The spotlight just kind of stops and directs it at her. Um, so anyway, in Frankenstein especially, I was like, dang, bro, she's really like I know why the dead guy is after her, and I know why the main character is after her. Like I'm digging this. So she's really good in it, and I think in the director's cut we'll finally get what happens to her. I don't know if she died or not, but I was kind of curious because she's in it.
mm,
She's pretty prominent in the suitor aspect of the film, like the part with Robert Pattinson.
mm,
She's very prominent. So I was
yeah.
surprised that we don't get a resolution. We don't see her body. We don't see her get
Yeah.
killed. Nothing. We don't see her escape. Like nothing. I was surprised. So director's cut definitely. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that. Was like, what the hell happened there? But
But dude, what a satisfying just
yeah,
oh, he stuffs the pen in his mouth.
yeah,
It's oh my god,
hmm
it's so good. But
yeah.
yeah, I'm ready to see more Robert Pattinson just in anything, dude.
I know. Like,
Uh,
dude, Batman got delayed again. Like, we don't have to talk about that for
oh
that long. But did you see
dang.
that? It got delayed again until 2028, and this big one was the 2027 delay. And I was like, oh, we're catching up on it finally, and they pushed it again. So I was like,
I wonder
what
why. I
the?
wonder why.
What?
God, why is that movie so hard? Like,
So
why is it taking
cursed.
such a freaking hard long time?
It's
But
probably he was probably busy with the Odyssey, to be honest with you.
oh, dude, and what a what an honor it must be. I'm surprised Tom Holland made it in, but he actually did a pretty good job too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. We were just, and I say we, I mean me. I was just bashing him like a week or two ago.
mm,
So yeah, he was really good.
he's finally kind of. I mean, he's still little boy Spider-Man, but he's
Yeah.
kind of growing on me. I'm glad he was good in this film because I'm like, I would hate for him to be typecasted because I do think he has good range,
hmm
kind of.
He just needed something to
But
break out of it.
like when he's like walking down the hallway with all of his men and
hmm
he's like on a mission, like I didn't see Spider-Man there. I saw like, oh, this guy actually can be serious, you know? He's not just like the awkward humor guy anymore. Um, I want to see him in a role where wait, that was Uncharted though, where he's not just the scrawny kid, but
Yeah, I still, I still say I saw Tom Holland. But he was good. He wasn't bad, but I don't know, man. There's just something about him where I was like, it's Spider Man still. But that's just
well,
me.
it's not doesn't help to put Zendaya in it. God, it's
Well,
just,
that's why I'm wondering if he got this role because like I don't see him on his own auditioning and being cast any different from another kid. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I just wonder. She's like, hey, Nolan, you're casting me as Sand Girl again, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. But you got to bring my husband in,
I
bro. Throw
love
him a
you know I
bone.
love that role.
Yeah, I love it, and I'll do it till I die, and I won't age a day, I promise. But you got to
Damn
give my
girl.
husband a part. It doesn't have to be the main role, okay? He doesn't have to be Odysseus, but his
Holy crap, are
son.
they married?
Yeah, they're married. They
I thought they
snuck.
were just dating. Oh wow.
No, they snuck off and got married.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Oh, they're so
no,
wholesome.
yeah,
But
no, I think so. And she's getting him roles. I doubt. I doubt. I'm telling you, I don't think
oh,
he.
100% she's the one
Yeah,
selling that
I'm telling
stuff.
you, he did not audition for this part and get it off of his merit. He got it because
Dang it. I
Zendaya's.
just can't. I cannot. I mean, obviously you're not saying that either, but I can't hate him. And like in every
Yeah,
single interview I
yeah,
see, interviews, mind you,
yeah, sure.
he just seems so actually laid down to earth. Like
Yeah,
I don't actually care about this celebrity lifestyle,
that's
which
cool. Yeah.
I always love people like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
honestly, I heard this movie was a B and a half to make. So anyone who sticks
Yeah.
through it, now I don't know if he was in the original cut or draft, but probably not. I'm gonna go on a limb and say him and Robert Pattinson probably weren't in the original draft, but
Mm-hmm.
it came out great, dude.
It did. Dude,
Oof.
John Leguizamo, I'm
Oh,
surprised.
what a transformation!
Yeah. I've only seen the movies where he was the star, and they were all terrible. All right. Well, I think that's all the time we got for today. This episode's going on kind of long, but I'm not complaining. I'm pretty happy about it.
Uh, uh,
You think we missed
yeah.
anything? I don't think we missed anything. I wanted to talk about the girl that got deported to Canada. Did you see that?
No, I'm sorry, I'm scrolling Facebook right now. I just saw my feed. Daily Wire says what Christopher Nolan couldn't bring himself to do. Oh boy.
And with that, I refuse to end on any words of Matt Walsh and Ben Shapiro. We will see y'all next time, guys, on the Third World Podcast. I hope you guys
Nolan
enjoyed
needs
this.
his Greek warrior to be one of us.
Wow.
A blockbuster can't afford to depict a hero from whom audience recoil.
Okay, stop. Get out of here. Stop. Stop it. I don't want to know who wrote that. All right. See y'all next time, guys, before he goes any further.